Soul Garden. Live, love, be.
Welcome back, producers. It is now Tuesday. Thanks for logging in. Well, it looks like overcast and rather private for the Tauruses. The moon has now moved into the constellation of Aries. This puts focus of your emotional conscious on your karma, or your relationship to your higher self. Put simply, log into your highest self, and the first thing you hear from yourself is all your freaking karma. This is where we store our issues. This is our spiritual side of us, and this is the normal consciousness ruled by Pisces. Worst case scenario, you won't be able to give it meditative space, or you won't be able to connect to your highest self, and so people in your daily life may kind of trigger you. And if they do, if you find yourself unusually angry or sad at something, follow that back to yourself. It's likely reminding you of an old spiritual pattern. Now, the sun itself is showing a lot of strength. Today is a day, I think, where Tauruses are drawing final lines. Saturn rules the day. The sun is ready to leave Sagittarius. That means there's no more learning to have happen. And that also indicates that Pluto is finally ending its cycle in Sagittarius. In 1995, Taurus has set out to redefine intimacy, redefine trust, and redefine what their boundaries are. And you are graduating that literally in the next 3 or 4 days. In fact, Jupiter, the planet of fortune, is moving out of the house of intimacy and sex and boundaries and trust and moving into learning and belief structure, which means a huge focus change for you, Taurus. In fact, all 4 planets, as they move from one side to the other, will be tempered by 2 planets, and I wanted to point out what those are. As you transition from a focus of intimacy and boundaries into learning and belief structure, you're going to find that's tempered very much by your own thinking process and the conversations that you have. Mars is retrograde in the house of thinking for Taurus, which means you may even go backwards and say things you thought you would never say again, or think things you thought you would never think again. That's normal according to the planets in this transition. Mars will go direct in late January. Don't worry until then. Secondly, Saturn in Virgo is also tempering the transition, which means that whatever you do, you must remain true to your dreams and your soul's core expression. All right, Tauruses, that's all we have for Tuesday. See you tomorrow with more soul horoscopes. Live, love, be.
Soul Garden.